Jordan Nwora, oh, this guy's good. And I brought up a thing that I have a little idea I want to talk about him. I think Jordan Nwora is going to have a really big role in this year. Start off coming off the bench, and I think he'll be off the bench, but I think he will impose a nice question for them down the road if he could maybe replace one of their players. Obviously not Giannis, but maybe one of the three heads from the Middleton Drew Holiday duo. So if you look, this man in the summer league was lighting things up. He came out in 4 games. He was shooting, not amazing from three, but he attempted in 4 games about 10 threes per game, okay? And he had steals, blocks, he was all over the place, and he was scoring in loads, okay? And we saw, the confidence and the potential to be a really good shooter. And this year, he has put it together, after last year being only playing like 8 minutes a night in the preseason, he's playing in the past 2 games about 28 minutes a night, averaging 23 points, almost 2 steals a game, while attempting 7 threes per game and making 50% of them, okay? And he's attempting 18 field goals a game, and he's averaging 23 points. And he is a beast. He has so much versatility. He can play shooting guard, small forward, and power forward, okay? And something that I think what stood out about his is this guy is last year, this 23-year-old forward only appeared in 30 games, and he didn't even play any meaningful rotation minutes during the regular season or in the postseason. However, he did hit 45% from three last year on 62 attempts. And in, these past 2 games, he's been just playing amazing. And I think what we've seen is this sharp shooting ability and from this guy who's a 6'8" forward, okay, who can play a multitude of teams. And they have one of the best depths and bench already going into the season. Giannis Antetokounmpo being the main forward on this team, and Rodney Hood, Chris Middleton, Sheme Ojale, and Bobby Portis being the other forwards. And I think you look at this and you're like, damn, Nwora on Tuesday night had 3 steals, okay, and forced Ja Morant to have a few turnovers. He's a freaking dog. And I love his effort and his great awareness defensively, and he'll go a long way. And he's been showing that he has confidence in his game. He's a very high IQ basketball player, and he makes the reads and has really good passing IQ. And I think he's a guy who he's been putting in the work. He goes through various defensive coverages in the pick and roll, dribble handoff, and off-ball situations that are helping him become a better decision maker. And I think really, if you look at this, look, Chris Middleton's a freaking stud, and Chris Middleton has a lot of time left on his deal. He's 30 years old, okay? And I think maybe if they do get, Jordan Nwora, because I know he's on those weird, second round contracts, that he'll be a free agent after this year or the following year. So if they can retain him for a cheap deal, and I know they have Middleton under contract till 2024, and that gives you 3 years to continue developing Nwora. So maybe if they do want to move on from Middleton in 2023, maybe Nwora could be the guy who replaces Middleton and extends this team's championship window. Am I wild for thinking that? Or if they want to keep Middleton, what about Drew Holiday? I know Drew Holiday is more of the guard, so I think Middleton would be easier to be replaced by, our man. But Drew Holiday is more of a combo guard than a point guard, and he's 31. And I know they gave him an extension, and I think he's another guy that, look, I know he signed a 4-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks, but he's a guy, his deal expires in 25. So maybe Middleton or Holiday in 2024, they could make a decision, one of those, that they rather go with Nwora as the guy next to Giannis. What do you guys think of that? Maybe the future would be Drew Holiday gets replaced by Dante DiVincenzo, and Chris Middleton gets replaced by Jordan Nwora, and it's Nwora, DiVincenzo, and Giannis Antetokounmpo 5 years from now. Am I talking out my butt? Is that too far-fetched? I don't think it's too far-fetched. I think it's possible. What do you guys think? I feel like I'm probably going to get some thoughts like, you're crazy, bro. Ain't nobody I'm trying to think future in the head, down the road. Am I wrong for thinking that? Because I feel like that's something people have to at least consider, Like, let's hope not that he's, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me. I want to hear those thoughts, guys. That's it for me. Peace out.